Welcome, fellow people across the globe. You are all welcome to this platform, the People's Right Advocative Platform, where we put the record straight. We advocate for people's rights. So today, in this our presentation, we want to present to you the latest update from Norway. We have just received an email from the Court of Norway that has provided our platform, the People's Right Advocative Platform, the documents from the latest ruling that relaxed the detention of Cho Ayaba. There have been many publications about it, which we want to draw to your attention. One is a publication made by The Horizon, claiming that Cho Ayaba have been acquitted in Norway. This is ridiculous. This is a newspaper, a registered newspaper, running a story that says Cho Ayaba have been acquitted. Not even released, that he has been acquitted. The case has not even gone to the level of a trial yet, because the procedure of a case is when you are arrested, your case goes to court. You can be kept in detention, pre-trial detention, or what we call waiting trial, while you wait for the day when your case will come for trial. Some people are released on bail pending the outcome of their case. But the case of Ayaba Cho, the evidence is so strong and the case against him is so strong that they cannot release him. He was even kept incommunicado, despite the fact that he has residence in Europe and is probably a European citizen. But we are learning more every day, because now there is no place to hide. The truth are coming out about Ayaba Cho, what he is doing in his life, because of this court case. I'm going to present to you the court document that I have received. The easy thing, every journalist, your job, you have a duty to the public to do basic research work before you put information out there. It has not taken me up to 24 hours to write a letter to the Court of Norway explaining to them that I am the chairman of the People's Right Advocative Platform, and we are interested in this matter for the public interest, to educate our people and to inform them about what is going on. Because the crime that Ayaba Cho is being charged on is a crime against our people. So it is our interest to know. We have to find out. And the courts are open there. They are very transparent to provide this information. They have given me all the court's documents that are available for the public about this court case. So for the egg of people who do all their propaganda and the newspaper who just do things like that, you have to do the basic things just to contact and get those information for the public. Still till today, because I have made follow-up phone calls to that court office since till today, based on information that the people working in that court are telling me, no news agency, no NGO, no other organization other than PRAP have requested these documents. So everything people are publicizing about this case, they are all speculation. But this case is very important because the verdict will have direct ramification on the struggle for Amazonia. It can tag the whole struggle as a struggle that is associated with crimes against humanity, against our own people. So we have to know. People want to be leaders, but they don't have the dedication and the capability or competency to get such information for the people. But that is what it is in our struggle. So ladies and gentlemen, we have also seen the supporters of Ayaba Cho. This guy, Buleke Keke, we know him is Tambe, who is in America. He was formerly in Kondengi. He also is spreading the news that Cameroon, Dr. Cho Ayaba acquitted in Norway. And he's calling Ayaba Cho God. Ayaba Cho is a criminal. He has murdered people. Nobody who murdered people the way Ayaba Cho has and his group, and have no remorse about it, shows you who they are. Nobody can glorify a murderer. If he had committed such murder, such blatant crimes before I would never join them in the first place. If they had committed such crimes, no human being watching the video in Gozang, watching the people who were slaughtered in Nacho, watching our taxis being burned, watching the disregard for the people in Bengui when they blocked the road, and so on and so forth, watching them burn down the palace, ancestral home of the people of EY, even in Kugwe, nobody in their right mind will still stand to support Ayaba Cho. No, even those crimes were done against our people. If you can support him, despite that, why can't you support Cameroon? Why can't you support Paul Atanganji? They have not done things such as Ayaba Cho have done it. Ayaba Cho is doing it by himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me go straight, without much ado, to the court document that comes from Norway and explain to you what they are saying because they are not in English. So these are the documents. I've made it big so that anybody can take a screenshot and do Google Translate. We are going to publish it in the website of PRAP. So this is the information from the from Google Translate. I've taken the document, I have translated it. I have also forwarded it to one of our lawyers who is in Norway, one of our connection who is in Norway, who is a lawyer, to help us give us the interpretation of these legal proceedings and the ramification of his case. So when his comments will come to me, we are going to publicize that in our daily podcast. So I'll read the translation of this document that is coming from the court in Norway so that you can hear for yourself firsthand, and I'll comment on it so that you yourself, you can make your own determination of what is going on and you can be informed, because we are here to inform you and empower you with knowledge and with truth. Nothing but the truth. So this is what the document says. It says, this is court ruling. So this document is the court ruling from Genese, their name is very funny, from Oslo District Court, dated the 10th of March 2025, regarding the continued detention of Cho Lucas Yaba. You know, his name is Cho Lucas Yaba. He has changed his name to hide because he knows that he's a criminal. Born on the 11th of August, 1972. So he was born in 1972. It says background. These are translation from these documents you see. It gives the background. Background. Ayaba was detained on September 25th, 2024. And the detention has been extended several times. This is the translation of the document you are seeing on my screen. He is suspected of inciting crimes against humanity under the Norwegian Penal Code number 108, reference .102 A, E, F, and H. So you have heard, this is what the document is saying. Ayaba Cho is not detained because of Ambazonia, because he's advocating for Ambazonia. He's not detained because he was fighting against Cameroon or killing Cameroon gendarmes or whatever. No. He's detained for what? Suspected of inciting. He incited crimes against humanity. Let me continue to read. The prosecution requested continual detention for 8 more weeks on the grounds that he may flee, risk of absconding. So this is only about, not the trial itself, this is only about the release issue based on the title. So the prosecutor asked that Ayaba Cho's detention should be extended for 8 more weeks. Usually they have a review every 4 weeks. I'm waiting to get information from the lawyer in Norway to give us the direct interpretation, because it appears to have had some appeal going on that was rejected. Usually they would have just brought him up for his monthly review, but what happened in this proceeding does not appear to look like what has been regular in the Norwegian system, where people are brought to court when they are on waiting trial every 4 weeks. So we will get those information from the lawyer and we'll present those information to you. Court reasoning. There is still strong suspicion based on earlier rulings, including the Bogatston Court of Appeals decision. So it means that they had an appeal on this case concerning his detention, and the decision went against Ayaba Cho. So we are going to apply to the other court, the appeal court, to get the documents as well, which will give us more insight and more information for your public knowledge about what is going on. I continue to read the translation of this document. Despite arguments about weaknesses in the charges, the court upheld the suspicion. So they had made argument against the charges itself in court. Despite those arguments, it means the court did not buy those arguments. The court still upheld the fact that Ayaba Cho is suspected of inciting violence and crimes against humanity. That means the court believed those charges over the argument that was made in the appeal court. That means these are not arguments on this court. This is appeal court argument. So they had appealed already, based on this document, they had appealed already about the charges. And now this is about the release, his appeal for release or something like that. We will get more specific from a lawyer, but I'm just giving you direct translation and interpretation based on grammar, not on the legal interpretation, because laws are different in every country. Okay. The next thing it says is that Ayaba has a weak connection in Norway. This is very interesting. Ayaba have a weak connection in Norway. He has no job. So the egg of see people when I be the talk say Ayaba Cho the work, Ayaba Cho get company, and so when I become full with work as singer outside. Ayaba Cho is jobless in Norway. All this year he's living in a house, all those things. He is jobless. Listen, because when they check your tax. If Ayaba Cho had a company, he will have tax. He will be paying tax because I have a company here and I pay tax. When you employ workers, you pay tax and you contribute money for the workers' retirement. So Ayaba Cho is jobless. It is official. He is jobless. The guy is a jobless guy. I've told you people the problem we have in this struggle. Okay, let me continue. Ayaba Cho have weak connection in Norway. This is translation, direct translation I'm reading. He has no job in Norway. His children and wife are not citizens. That means his wife and his children are not citizens of Norway. That raises questions about their nationality, because they should have mentioned if they were Europeans or something like that. This is very strange. He has residency in the UK. So, we talk say Ayaba Cho na German citizen. That might be wrong because there is no basis. Nobody have seen that he's a German citizen. He is a German citizen. I thought he was a German citizen. But they say Ayaba Cho have, this is just translation. We'll give you the legal interpretation later on when we hear from a lawyer, a practicing lawyer in Norway. So, Ayaba Cho has a UK citizen, a UK residency, evidence from his PC. That means that if you don't see his computer, then go search in the way they do a computer. They say evidence from his PC, his computer, showed he was preparing to move to the United Kingdom. So Ayaba Cho be the plan for move from Norway to the United Kingdom. Because of the seriousness of the charges he faced and the risk of flying is high. So the court decides as follows. So now here, because of the charges, the way they don't charge you, it be very serious. Because if you run away, so the court make the decision. The court approve continual detention for up to 8 more weeks until May the 5th, 2025. That means they will continue to detain him until May. They have now not extended it for 4 weeks as they used to extend it. Now they are doing 8 more weeks. 8 more weeks instead of 4 weeks. So they have extended it up to May the 5th. Ayaba Cho was not present in court during this decision. As I told you people, he has been doing hunger strike, trying to fight physically in the prison there. But the blood of those who have been killed in Gozang are holding him and tormenting him. That is why he's behaving like that. So, he has the right to appeal to the Court of Appeal. So that's what I've given you is just exactly Google Translate. This is Google translation of that document. So, Now, this is what they say. This is a note from a friend who is in Norway who sent to me, who is a legal practitioner. This is not a research on this document, but this is the reaction of the lawyer friend of mine, which we have in Norway, who gave us this note. But we are still waiting for his interpretation, formal interpretation. But his initial reaction was that it reaffirms the severity of the case. It mentions international dimension, projects a trial timeline of up to 2 years. That means the case can go on, they can detain Ayaba Cho like that and try him for up to 2 years. This is just the initial reaction from that lawyers. He says that those who are celebrating Ayaba Cho's quitter are either deliberately misinforming the public or in denial of the legal reality he faces. So that is the initial reaction of a lawyer in Norway. So, gentlemen, Ayaba Cho is in prison for waiting trial, as we call it in Cameroon, waiting trial. He's awaiting his trial. He's in pre-trial detention. The gravity of the case is so serious that they cannot allow him to go, even on bail. Now, they are saying that Ayaba Cho does not have a job. And they said he has a house. Yeah, they say he has a house. Oh, let me read it. This is a comment from the Norwegian, the guy who is in Norway. He reads Norway documents. So he says that Ayaba Cho has a house, but he doesn't have a job. Yeah, this is it. He says part of the ruling was from mentioned the Bogenstein court. Yeah, he's saying that part of that ruling mentioned an appeal court that Ayaba Cho planned to move to UK. He owns a house in Norway, but have no job. So how can you own a house without a job? Now you people can know where the money you are giving Ayaba Cho and the egg of sea is going to. How can you, a jobless man, owns a house in Norway? You know how Norway houses are expensive. You cannot even get a loan if you don't have a job. How can you own a house in Norway and then you don't have a job? So where has Ayaba Cho been having money to sustain his life? So ladies and gentlemen, Ayaba Cho faces 30 years imprisonment. He is not getting out of this. The crimes are obvious to everybody who is in Ambazonia struggle. You all saw the crimes that were committed under his command. Crimes that he himself admitted. His organization broadcasts. His organization is in denial of the reality. But Ayaba Cho is facing the reality on his body. And this should be a message to all Ambazonians. We should never tolerate, never support, never instruct, or indulge in war crimes against our own people. It is wrong, it is immoral. And justice will catch up with anybody who do that. Those who make counter accusations because they want to cover his crimes, it will not work. Not everybody have done that. It is wrong. Moreover, the egg of sea now is in deep shit because they continue to pile on their crimes against themselves. Now, we know and we have won based on the court document that one of the reasons they are delaying to start the trial of Ayaba Cho, the prosecutor is delaying to start the trial because they are investigating all the members of the egg of sea, including their donors. Just like I said it, I think 8 months before Ayaba Cho was arrested, and they were taking it as a joke and making fun of it. They even went to the social media and all of them were posting, I am with Ayaba Cho. Listen to me and listen to me carefully. If you are an egg of sea member and you are donating money from egg of sea, from the day they committed these crimes that Ayaba Cho is being charged, you can be culpable for that crime. The likelihood of you being arrested is very high. Now the egg of sea is even putting themselves in more problem. Now I'll play you a video from Julius Nee. This video is played by the enemy, obviously, from Konda Titus, but it reveals information that comes from General Jesse, the ADF general, who was the one who carried out the attack in Nacho Junction based on witness testimony from Ground Zero. Jesse is the one who went and killed people that they were Bamileke. He is the one of the people who went and kidnapped Kemende. He is the person who went and killed the Quarterhead in Musang. He's the one who killed a cripple for making ID card. He's the one who have been terrorizing Amazonia. And I'm going to play the video so that our people can listen. This evidence, thanks to the stupidity of the AGOVC that they have given to the enemy. So pardon me, you hear the voice of, it's coming from the enemy's network, but sometimes we can benefit from this information as well to educate our people.
For that border stuff, I hope so. Una the work and una the push and forward as.
So this is the phone number of Julius Ni, who is a professor in Ireland, involving himself with General JC, who is a war criminal, who have murdered people, is responsible for zero attack against Cameroon military. You have even heard from Pastor Emma, who was the commander of Tanka, who was the one doing the operation in Tanka, who have said that JC have never carried out an attack against the Cameroon military. But he focused his time in kidnapping for ransom. He was killed in a hotel, building a hotel. These are the corrupt people that Ayaba Cho's have been working to destroy our people and destroy this our liberation struggle. So now here, the implication. This is Julius Ni. His chat with JC that was recovered from JC's phone and was put on social media by the Cameroon military attaché Konda Titus. Listen.
As we discussed with SG Ayamba, so anyhow they would wait for a year how the budget day so that officially will put on. I just reminder for that direction. And then CIC date for review case now on Wednesday next week. So
just in case you don't hear very well, he's telling JC that they want to give budget. They are looking for a budget to give them to close the border. You remember in December or in January, they announced a blocking of border. The ADF announced a blocking of border and was claiming that it was something from ground zero. It had nothing to do with them in the diaspora. But this is showing that they are liars. They don't have credibility. They don't have the balls. There are no blinkers. Because if you believe in what you are doing and you believe you are right and you are doing the right thing, you should not be ashamed of it. You should be standing there like I am standing here, saying my mind, expressing myself without fear or favor. But this is what is happening. The most important thing is that JC, this is a link that Julius Ni is not just a political guy acting for human rights. He's a commander giving instruction and involving in operational matters on the ground, and it has direct ramification in the case that is going on. That means they are investigating the AGOVC to show that they have ties with the people who are used to commit war crimes. And these are the evidence that they themselves are giving out. So if Julius Ni was a decent man and did not support what JC is doing in Bamenda, killing people, assassinating people, kidnapping people, collecting millions of people, how many people have been tortured by this guy? Do these people even know who JC is? Do they know the type of crime this boy have committed in Bamenda? This is the person who wanted to go and dig the grave of Frundi. This is the person who killed somebody who was a cripple for making Cameroon ID card. This is the person who removed people from Nacho Junction and killed them. I think I should even put that the picture of those people who were killed in Nacho Junction so that people can at least see. So these are the people who committed that atrocity. So I want to play this audio so that you hear.
The push and for see the FIFA release it before they push the rubbish case with case no fair day. All right, thanks a lot. Una hold on tight. Now escalation will get to escalate. As that people their side will shake. So as you do to them, move the keep reserve. No say that their side will shake. They will hammer them. All right, thanks a lot.
Good morning, VP. Your peace day, your peace over day. Now for you, I hope say everything will be fine. Well, for you, we thank God at least things are the move. I think SG will sort that out. I will don't talk for. Good morning, Major. Thank you for the updates. Your place over there. You know, say Amazonian people they depend on you, and you don't always show up. You always stand up to that task, and we always believe in you in that respect. Thanks a lot. Shake no day.
the try for see how we move
Listen.
CIC. There will be plan for the lock border now. So
you can hear in Julius Knee talking about planning to lock borders. For some of you who are not aware of legal things, this is directly implicating him in the command structure, operational structure, making him not just a diplomat or somebody doing advocacy, but actually participating in a group that has committed war crimes. So this will send Julius Knee to prison. Not anybody else, but he himself tying himself to criminals. You cannot support a group that commit war crimes. You can't and go free. You will not. If these groups' war crimes were not supported by their policy and their direction, they will disavow themselves from it. They will reject it. They will condemn it. They will apologize for it. But they have doubled down on it, given principles, given orders for these soldiers to carry out these war crimes. So listen.
Any other thing, I think SG will sort out. We don't talk for Biafra them, so they will support. We will amend them. I think they were advanced between SG Ayamba and DDC Kavi for that angle, because they become for me say.
You did hear it talk about the command structure of the ADF. SG Ayamba and DDC Sheikh Kavi. He, the vice president, is part of it. His picture should be here. So these are the people given instruction, carrying out operational planning for the crimes that these boys have committed in Ground Zero. These are not the Grandpa Bali who are focused on fighting against Cameroon army. No, this is a group that specializes in killing our own people, burning our own taxis, burning villages. They have committed war crimes, carried out summary execution, carry zero attack against the Cameroon military. So I just wanted to play that particular part. Now, even the attack that happened in the hospital roundabout, which I came and announced that it was ADF, because as you people know me, I'm not the person who goes around and spread false information. We are honest people. We have credibility, we have character, and we have honor. So behind now, you see the video. I think I'll put the video. So look at the video. Behind me, you can see this video. This video is published by the AGOVC. This is their channel. The AGOVC claiming that the attack in Bamenda Hospital roundabout, which we all gave it to them because they published this video, that it was carried out by the ADF Allah Bukam Brigade. And then look down there, they mute the mic, they mute the video. And I was telling you people that it is suspicious. Why would they mute the video? Probably the soldiers are saying something that they don't want you to hear. Now, those soldiers themselves who carry out this operation will learn as boys from Bafut. Yes, they have come under them. They have come under the influence of the ADF. But this is not, the boys are not calling themselves ADF. So listen, even this attack itself is not giving credit to ADF. Now, this is the video that the ADF has stolen and published and muted. Now, listen, look at the real video that was published by the soldier themselves, and listen and hear. This is the AGOVC publication of that same attack in Bamenda. And now,
the community force don't go work on.
So these are the soldiers themselves who carry out the operation, naming themselves, not calling the AGOVC, not calling the ADF. Listen.
The community force don't go work on. So she know they run about hospital run about life. Yes, today na 9 April 2025. Now the small work this way, the community force don't go work on.
So if the ADF forces did not ever carry attack, people didn't even beg them. Say I beg una even carry one attack. They beg una say una carry one. Even that attack said no be still the ADF carrier. So the ADF wait to be their job. How many of our people do they don't kill them? That attack is showing how vulnerable Cameroon military then they. If truly some person want conduct guerrilla warfare, it will be so easy for them. But no, their focus is on our people to collect money from them, building hotels. Ayaba Cho buying a house in Norway without a job, jobless man, jobless short criminal, murderer. He's a thief trying to use Ambazonian struggle to make money over the blood of our people. It's wrong, it's immoral, and he will pay for his crime. And Lucas Mumu Asu, who announced those crimes, clearly stating that it was something done by their group, following their policies, will also suffer the same fate. It's just a matter of time. Everybody who is part, who is culpable to that crime, will eventually, justice will meet them where they are. There have been talk about people, oh, you have associated with them before, this and that. No. When I was with them, you saw how they were doing. All those radical policies were not implemented during my watch. No war crimes was committed during my watch. So, ladies and gentlemen, to round up today, I've given you the paper, the documents from the court, for you to see firsthand the case of Cho Ayaba. He is in jail. He has not been acquitted. As his supporters are saying, he's in prison. They have relaxed the condition of his detention so that he can talk over the phone, he can meet his families, but he's still on detention for crimes against our own people. Crimes that we all know very well were committed by him. And it should be a message to everybody, including to the government of Cameroon. Those Cameroon ministers and CPDM bigwigs who have called the Cameroon military into their village and used them to kidnap people, to kill people in the name of fighting Amber. The Ngala Gerard who carried out IED attack on 11 February in Kambe, he will face justice one day. Paul Atanganji for instigating this war and paying fighters, the Cameroon army who are supplying weapons on the ground for soldiers to carry attack for the purpose of getting kickbacks. All of those people who are benefiting from the petrol trade over the blood of our people will pay one day. Our people deserve freedom. They deserve participation in the government. They deserve to protect their identity. That is what we are fighting about, not for personal gains. Those who have taken advantage, as I've told you, people have looked at this revolution as a job opportunity. No, it is not. It is for our people. We'll put our people first. We'll put their interests first. We'll fight for justice for them, for those who killed them, those who are Ambazonians and those who are from La Republique. We will fight for justice for them. God bless you. Have a wonderful day and have a beautiful sky wherever you are.